So
Ugh.
she told me today that Mama Moo, which is one of your tops, yeah?
I would say top four, top five.
Whoa, yep. We're getting to the canceling. That they practiced, displayed, I don't even know the correct verb to use, blackface.
Recently?
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. You better do some Googling.
Wow.
Yeah, because I sent her something and then she said, "Oh, Mama Moo," because I'm like, I didn't know who it was, but it was a cute little short. And then she said, "I could never. I'm not a fan of them," but da da da. And I thought, "You're not a fan? I thought you were a fan." She said, "No, I like some of their music, but after what they did," and I said, "Oh my gosh, what did they do?" And then she said, "Blackface."
Wow.
So you might want to drop them from your top four,
I guess.
or else not publicly tell people that they're in your top four.
No, I'd have to
You might have to do some
screen
research.
screen for people. Yes, I will.
Yeah. So there you go. You are
So,
now canceled
wow.
via Professor
Professor
Coca Jr.
Coca
Yeah.
Jr.
Yep.
How satisfying was that for you?
Oh, it was really good. Well, because I said tell me, because I thought it was like something really crazy, which that I wasn't expecting that to be honest. Like if I think about people who don blackface, Asians don't necessarily, and Koreans don't really come to mind. So I wasn't expecting that, but then I thought, oh boy, I'm gonna have to talk to Harry. So you were like the immediate next thought after she told me.
Hmm. I mean, I wish I could say it was more rare. Apparently, this happened in 2017. They were doing a performance of Uptown Funk by an artist who also is not black.
Oh, oh,
I think Bomi from A-Pink had an incident, and Wendy from
oh.
Red Velvet did a black voice at some point.
My gosh, what? Who? There's no blowback on these people.
Oh, of course there is. I mean, there's a lot of black fandom within K-pop, of course, and not that they would be the only ones interested in accountability, uh,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's a lot of different factors to consider. Of course, that
Mm-hmm.
America exported a lot of their popular culture, and with that came a lot of these sort of racist tropes. And so cultures where you hardly ever encounter black people, like in South Korea, which isn't to say that there aren't black people in South Korea, but if you don't have a certain level of representation in that pop culture, then you're going to fall back on what you know, and a lot of that is going to be problematic. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, they only have the international audience to kind of tell them, hey, this isn't that great. Obviously, American artists are still kind of figuring that out. It's an ongoing conversation. We can't exactly expect the same level of sophistication or nuance to that understanding, but you would certainly hope for it, especially now. And I would say especially back in 2017. So if that's not good enough for Professor Coca Jr., I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you'll get. I'm not going to be able to repeat what you said, so you'll just have to tell her
You'll have
yourself.
to show her the stream. Be like, okay, start at 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then watch the
That's
rest of it because
actually.
it's really good.
There you go.
Um,
It's funny you say that because um yeah, it seems like what's the like fetishizing or it's almost as if black people are this mysterious species according to I don't know well because I just watched like a reel randomly of like these two blacks I guess they were visiting some East Asian country and all these Asian people were like stopping them to take pictures or like taking pictures of them. It's like what's going on? Just leave them alone. So
yeah, I will say that there are not a lot of black celebrities in South Korean pop culture, but there are not zero.
I
Um,
see.
so yeah, but I mean that's pretty weird still, because it's not like if you saw like an Inuit, you'd be like, oh my god,
And
just
then
because you'd never
yeah.
seen them before.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd probably secretly, I'd
It's like
cast
wow,
glances. But then other than that, yeah, we just move on. Let them have their day.
just move on, let them get their Eskimo ice cream. I don't think I'm supposed to say that.
How dare you're canceled the second time tonight.
Ugh. Well, you know,
in a
actually,
matter of minutes.
I was reading or writing an article about an old movie that featured, as we might have said, in a former. Oh shoot! Do I have my thing set to private?
Mine is, so
Oh, okay. We're
we're
just
good.
doing.
This is just a warm up.
Okay. Do I have any good challenge cards? Um, that we would have said in a former age, a gypsy character.
Hmm.
And so I was thinking to you, and I was like, oh, I remember Stella got canceled for that.
Oh, well, I canceled myself, I guess,
Yeah, it was a self cancellation.
because
Um,
nobody said anything about it. But
well, I could still tell Professor Carolyn Coca Jr.
that I said something.
Yeah. But anyway, I was looking up the correct term, and I went with Romani Mexican because no, no good.
No, sorry, I left because I was feeling very pressured about what challenge card to use, and I was running out of time.
I just exited that. I was like, I guess
Yeah,
I'm not gonna figure it
I
out.
just left. Okay, so let me
What
look at the
pressure?
challenge cards, and then I was
Okay.
trying to come up with a bad one. Oh, this is a good one. We've never used it. Okay, I'm sure we'll be okay. Did you see all of the maintenance synth stuff that you can
No.
get? It's the other one besides this is I think maintenance synth, and then the extreme one is I think kill a certain number of elite synthetic guards, and I'm like, you know which level that's gonna be. I just can't. I can't do it. It's too soon. It's too
Yes.
soon.
Yes, it is.
That would be if there's a patch. I would like them to come up with new those things challenges, because I feel like now we've like cycled through them multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see where to begin. Oh, let me tell you, your I'll stop that right there. There are I've been hit up by a lot of Asian men on the hinge, and I wondered where they're all coming from and
do, you,
what's going on.
I
Now, some
mean,
of them are East
yes.
Asian
Uh-huh.
and of origin, I should say. It's not like people from China and Korea and stuff are messaging me. And then some are in like the middle of Asia. Got like Indian or Pakistani. It's very interesting. I just wonder where this has all happened. Do you have any answers?
I have a theory.
Okay,
And
please
mind you,
do.
this is only speculation, but
Okay.
they are our fans, right? They watch this stream
It
and they
could be.
say, "Wow, she's sort of inducted into the
The
upper
elite.
echelon of non-Asian women who are interested and
Interesting.
associate with Asian men." And so, we often say we're not a couple.
That's true.
We are definitely available to our fans because that is the fantasy of watching streams. I see you're
That's
already
true.
running away from me.
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to wait for you?
No, I always spawn in late. I don't know why.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what I think is going
Wow.
on here.
Do you realize we're both docs?
Yes, that's okay. We'll make it through. I have
This
a level
is
one gun
perfect.
here.
Yeah, like what's happening?
Just
Oh my gosh. I think
shenaniganry.
I did standard. Now I don't remember.
Yeah, no, this is standard.
Okay.
Don't even worry
Ooh,
about it.
get out of the acid. Yeah. Well, did you do that because of my challenge card of
Uh,
spawning back to 1%?
yeah,
Or you only, okay.
I'm a little worried about that, but
Okay.
I think we'll be fine.
I guess we'll be okay. We just need to heal each other multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because, like Pokemon, I've been collecting they're everywhere. It's very nice. It's very diverse.
There's a lot of Asians.
Korean, Japanese. I don't think Chinese. Yeah, no, it's one person teaches kendo.
Wow.
There's another person that I sent a conversation. I'll have to read the conversation to you, but I sent it to Donovan because he had asked me like what I thought about Harry Potter. This is actually a
Oh,
white man, so he asked me what I thought about Harry Potter. Because I guess he's going to take his nieces or something. I don't know. To it went from theme parks to that, so there's like that transition. I said, oh, I like Harry Potter. I'm just not sure what to do with it now in regards to J.K. Joanne. Um, and he, I'll have to see, but it was like this crazy leap where he said, I'm interested in that video game that came out and gonna watch the. Is it up here? Oh yeah, there he is.
ugh, jerk.
Oh no!
No!
Oh, just in time. Um, the revised series, which I don't know why they're doing that, but anything for a cash grab, and that I'll have to read it to you. But basically, like he's not going to what is it? Meet hate with hate, and I'm like, I was just like voicing my concern of like how I deal with it now. I'm not. Oh my gosh.
Got your back.
Thank you. And so I was confused, like how he made such a kind of a leap, and then I had to go off because you know what? I'm just, I don't have time for this.
Yeah,
So
that's curious.
I basically said, like, I don't think that's hate for hate. If I am deciding not to give someone or franchise my money in order to protect or, do some peaceful protesting in order to voice my displeasure against how a marginalized group of human beings are being treated. I think that's very different from me going on the socials and decrying Joanne's name or, doxing her or something. And then I did not hear from him. And well, at first I screen captured and I sent it to Don and I was like, do you think I'll hear from this person? Because that was just so weird I mean, it was an A to C situation, which you'd think
Yeah.
I would like, but in that case, I did not like it. And Donovan said that, oh, he's entitled to his opinion. And I said, yeah, that's right, but the whole
I guess.
hate from hate was like very extreme. He said, oh no, I get that. So I hadn't heard from him, and then I wrote Donovan. I said, I was right. I haven't heard from that person. And then literally before we came on the stream, I just got a message. I don't know what it says though, so I'll let you know.
I'm sure it is full of good wishes and nothing weird
Yeah,
whatsoever.
yeah, yeah, we'll see. Well, it said something. Maybe he had to like reframe his thing. Well, I thought like that'd be it. I actually thought like he would unmatch. I was thinking about, yeah. It's interesting in this. I think it's probably. Let me think about my thoughts here. I think it depends on the gender and age and where you are, like where you've developed things. But let's say, for instance, oh, I saw him hanging on the wall. It was very sad. I'm
Hanging
sorry
on
I
the
couldn't
wall.
warn you. The style of like, let's say, recent college graduate would not have, would have been very kind of hiding a lot of like thought processes and like philosophies and things, and went along with a lot more. And I think that's partially because I hadn't fully figured it out, but also being someone, maybe being a female, just like wanting to, engage someone's attention and not push them away, that kind of thing. Because I think that's just like a female sort of thing. Be as attractive to the other person as possible. But now I just don't have time for it, and I'm also trying to figure out how can I bring up these conversation topics that actually mean a great deal, like racism, sexism, that kind of thing, heterosexism, that mean a lot to me early on, so I can weed out basically the duds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. It's difficult to do. How does that come up in conversation? Somebody asked someone who's a reader asked me like, oh, what do you think is the great American novel? And I was like, oh, maybe it's East of Eden by John Steinbeck. He's like, I love that novel. And then he asked what I was currently reading, and I casually said, which was the truth, the 1619 Project.
Ah,
So at least you could kind of tell. But anyways,
That's a
you
good
know,
way
I'm
to do
always one click away from uninstalling the
it.
Hinge.
Have you done it before?
Oh, yes, it's been installed and uninstalled multiple times. It's probably the longest running currently, which is very
The
shocking. But
streak.
yeah,
And this guy almost ruined it.
uh, well,
Oh.
you also kind of sit and wait. I was like, are we just going to be talking on this app? And since I'm usually the one in real life to always be the one to get my friends to do stuff, in virtual life, I'm just like, can somebody else make up the plan?
That's good. Taking a
But
break. This is your me time.
yeah,
And also, whoever. Wow.
if
Well, the
someone
tripping.
tries to get in on Wednesday, I'll say no. I've got a Korean waiting for me.
I don't think they'll take too kindly to that.
Well,
They might get
that's
ideas
on
like our
them.
fans do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. You got ya?
Anybody a doctor in the house? Oh,
You've got a couple of them.
thank goodness.
Well, the oh man, I'm at the point currently with my insane class that there are 7 things that we had to do this week, which is a bit nuts.
Jeez.
4 of them are like due to our partners on Wednesday, and then we give feedback, and then they're like the revised is due to the professor, and they'll come into our final portfolio. And one of them was creative performance task, which I'm like, whatever. I did that 2 weeks ago because I thought might as well just do it now when we're on that actual module. And a rubric. And so I thought, oh, this isn't too bad. So I made a rubric. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at the directions and they're like, look at this example for it because you're supposed to color code it.
Mm.
And oh, thank you. And it is the most insane color coding thing ever. With basically like each node each target, I guess, that the kid should have, it should be like color coded on the actual rubric. And I was just thinking to myself, I wonder how many points off on the final portfolio will I get if I don't do this color coding. That's how bad it's gotten. Because I'm just so, uh,
Done.
yeah, it's just that class has made me check out now.
Mm.
I'm just biding my time trying to get ready. We also had to do a grading philosophy, and then the final thing was a potential grading policy.
Mm.
But next week is an exam. Let you know how those go. And then the week after that is basically like a work week to finish up that portfolio.
Okay.
Be careful behind you. Oh, there's an
Ooh.
irradiated spitter. The
Wow.
portfolio is worth 55% of your grade.
Oh.
So I'm currently sitting very nicely at a 98.79. But I'm scared that like all of a sudden I'll just get wrecked by this. Like she'll be nickel and diming me
Yeah.
on things. So I don't know. If I don't do a color code for it's 0%. There are no points for the Sunday turn in, and I don't know that it's true for the final. And I could just be like, I'm so tired. Just not into the color coding. It was actually so bad that I decided not to do the original rubric that I had set up because I thought this is too much. There are too many points that you could potentially critique and take off. So I changed my rubric completely to make it a more simplified version.
Wow. Well, just be
So yeah,
careful that doesn't become a slippery slope.
yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. My other class, uh, yeah, we're just kind of wrapping up. You have a choice what to do for the final. You can either do a paper, which is an investigation of a topic of your choice, or just complete what you had been doing, which I've been doing so much of this quad text that I thought might as well just do that. And then have a reflection paper, which is what I asked if you would read over. So um, that won't be. I think I'm just going to do that.
Hmm.
I don't feel. I feel fine about everything. The bad thing is that again, not since week 2 have I received a grade in that class
Ah.
and feedback. So even if I feel like I'm doing well on that quad text project, I don't actually know. So my reflection paper is just going to be on what I perceive to be how I am doing.
Hmm. Wow.
But yeah, that's due, I think, May 2nd, and then the other class, May 6th. So I am, oh, I'm so close. Can you believe it?
Feels good, huh?
Oh, it really does. And then
Well,
I'll
as
have
Agent
about a
Smith
month
said.
break. What'd you say?
As Agent Smith said, they're not out yet.
That's true.
About a month, that's pretty good. And then what?
Then I'll have a course in the summer.
Oh, summer course.
Yeah.
You're just trying to
Yeah.
speed run this whole thing, ain't ya?
Yeah, and I had it planned out, but then one of the courses that I was told was offered in the fall is not in the fall.
Ah,
And so my advisor was saying, "Oh, well you could either take 2 in the summer or do these 2 in the yeah, 2 in the fall." And I asked her, "Well, what would that be like to take 2 in the summer? I've heard that they're pretty intense." She said, "Yeah, it'd be pretty tight." So,
you said
I
good.
decided,
Tight, tight, tight.
yeah.
Well, if you're taking a summer course, what I don't recommend you do is show up on the first day and then quit.
Oh my, yeah.
Only a loser would do something like that.
But yes, that's because you had some misperceptions on how people were thinking about you.
I don't think I was miss at all. I think I was spot on.
That they looked at you and thought that you were going to be their grade aide in the course.
Maybe.
Wasn't that what it was?
Well, it was like, it was a creative writing class, and that's the only thing that I've ever really done in my life, so I'm okay at it.
Yeah.
And on that first day, I was winning some plaudits from the professor, and then I stopped going.
Oh my.
Now, if you were another student in that class, would you think it was because maybe I felt I was too good for the class?
Like,
Mind
he
you,
showed up first day. Yeah, but you didn't show up on exam day.
I guess not.
Because had you showed up on it, then that would have been solidified because
Oh,
you
that
just
that would have been
did
funny,
it.
yeah.
You didn't hit the course and then you came to take the
It's like,
final.
I got this, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was, and I say this, and it was a summer class, so it wasn't like a full roster. There were 4 people in the class, so they definitely noticed an absence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think there's 9 people in the one I'm currently signed up. Teaching writing, I think is what
Very nice. Is it online at least?
it, oh yes, it is online, yeah. So now that I know
Oh,
the YA lit is not in the fall,
yeah.
maybe I'll switch because that's the one I wanted to take. Because teaching writing, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I didn't really want to take that in the summer. So I thought at least take a course that I'll enjoy.
Oh, I see.
Because that YA lit is you're reading and having discussions on that, which
Hmm.
I thought, well, I'll be reading a lot in the summer anyways, might as well. Maybe I should switch it up.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah, I'll have to look into that.
As the mayor would say, you gotta do your research.
Yeah.
That's a little
Well, I had a
crossover.
plan, but it didn't work.
No. The best laid plans.
Yeah. That's the job, man.
This is the beginning of Herrera and Cynthia's love relationship.
Oh, yeah. Cut short.
cut short by us, I guess. You
True.
don't understand. There are no humans in Pollen
Anything over
Station.
here?
I hope so.
Well,
If I miss
man,
this
we.
box,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, we miss it frequently.
Yeah. Sad. I mean, we're always poking in corners.
Yeah. Maybe it's down in this area.
That'd be fun. I don't think I've ever seen it down in this area. But I see a little prowler.
Is he down here with me? Oh
He's in
no.
there with you. Oh, just blew myself up.
Well,
Okay.
got dressed up for nothing.
uh, I'll hold this door open. Not that it really matters on standard. I have to say, I think you're a master storyteller.
Why?
Because I know that you have a primary news story, but you're withholding it.
Oh,
And
yes,
that's
my
okay.
primary news story. Well, I had to. There are so many things that
Yeah.
have gone on. I also went chronologically. Well, that's not true. I went most important, which was your cancellation, and then went back in the past chronologically.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, so Allie and AJ, are there things in here with us? I can't tell
I don't know.
what that. Maybe it's just the side, I guess. Might be. I mean, they were definitely, like I would always say, top five musicians, and then, but they've been just slowly climbing up. Because I mean, Paramore used to be number one, but they've kind of fallen. I'm afraid. I know. Yeah.
How is that possible?
Well,
Is it because of Paramore, the album?
yeah, you know that was a big dip. So I mean, my history with Allie and AJ, which I even talked about, is my first job was at the Disney store. Senior year of high school during holidays, and then they kept that for me, and so I would come back on breaks in college. And you know, they were at that point in time with Disney, so and do you know who Allie and AJ are?
I think I knew one of them because one of them was an actress on like Phil from the Future, right?
Yes, that one. That's Allie.
Allie.
Yeah,
Al.
and then AJ is she was in voice acting, so she was Catra in the
He-Man and the Princess of Power.
well, it's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Weird. And then she's also one of the gems, whatever, when they combine to make. I don't know.
That ridiculous
You
show
probably
that
know more.
nobody
Yes,
watches.
thank you. That's correct. I actually texted Donovan and said I'm about to be as close to Steven Universe as I ever will be.
Sure, I appreciate it.
And I'm trying to think. Oh, she was also in the Goldbergs, like the offshoot of it,
Oh,
which I think it
the
took place at a
Connors?
school.
No.
I think it took place at a school.
Huh.
Anyway, so they were at that point in time, yeah, with Disney. So I would hear at the Disney store some of their. Do your check up here.
Oh,
Some of their songs, and I enjoyed the ones that were their singles. I mean, I thought they were very good. Poppy, obviously, but I was still in, you know, a pretty heavy pop phase anyways. And, you know, a slow one that was also very meaningful called No One, and so, like, very sweet. It's not like I was purchasing music at that point in time, but I kind of held on to, like, oh, you know, who are these people? So after college, or maybe during, I don't know, like, I knew about their sophomore album, Insomniatic, which had a lot of bangers. Still, you know, pop phase, but also kind of transitioning out of that. And then you didn't really hear from them. Now they came up with a band called 78 Violet. They're trying to go a different route, trying to separate themselves from Disney Channel. They came out with one single, Hot House. And I believe it's been so long now, but I believe that there was, because they have a full album under that name, that it was leaked before the time that
Ugh,
it was going to be dropped. And so they ended up not releasing it at all because of that leak.
yeah.
And I could be wrong, it's been so long, but that's what I recall being the reason why they did that. If you actually become a Sanctuary member on their website, you can hear the full album.
Hmm.
I have not gotten there yet, so perhaps I'm not a fully
No.
fledged Allie and AJ fan. Well, sometimes you need to consider when you are, you know, making less means, which I found out because there was a short side thing. I was looking. Oh my gosh, yeah. Let me take a short tangent. A short tangent. Um, Twitter has been annoying because it keeps popping up news things that I don't care about. Like, if you could just tell me about the people I'm following, that would be great. I don't care about Joe Rogan. Like, Joe Rogan
Ugh.
things, I wake up and my phone has, like, notifications, and I'm like, what's going on here? I said, okay, notifications, but you should be smart enough to just do, you know, the people that I care about. But then when I turn it off, I don't get any notifications for, like, UVA women's soccer or the England Lionesses or something like that.
Or Donovan.
So, or Donovan, yes. The NBC 29, which is the local news there, had a story about Barracks West. I was like, oh my gosh, Barracks West. You know it's not going to be good. You know that I live in a place. Oh, I should heal you.
Thank you.
I've talked before about this particular place. There's some violence.
Hmm.
Yes? Oh, you know about the flooding. There is a mouse. You know, I've had a snake and 3 bats. You know this?
Yes.
Okay. So I knew it was nothing good, so I'm just going to click on it to see what it's all about. Sick enjoyment of, like, well, someone's really in it. So this woman who's in, I guess, Project 8 housing, which I had to look up what that means, mold, mildew, her children are asthmatic, the office not, like, not answering the calls or getting back to her or anything like that. Someone came to check the different, you know, things that she was talking about because she was hearing water behind the walls. And he's like, I can't hear anything. But an inspector came out that's not associated with this apartment complex and basically said this apartment fails inspection. And I guess if they don't change, which I'm confused about this, I don't know if you know anything about this, but if they don't change it, she'll lose, like, the Project 8 funding.
Oh, wow.
Like, the apartment itself, so they'll pull that money, I guess the government will, but it's weird that she would also be penalized.
Right.
Because one of the stipulations for Project 8 is that it needs to be safe housing.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd think that the apartment but instead, because they're giving money on her behalf, but she's the one who's going to get penalized for it, which is kind of crazy. You'd think that, you know, they would pull money, but also she doesn't owe any money, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. So now we got a little thing. I came yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh yeah, it must have been. Oh no, technically it's today. I came back at like 2 a.m. from this concert, which I'll talk about. And there's a white piece of paper, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is, because I've been dealing with these little insect things that I have to kill myself, and I was thinking, when's Raid gonna come? Because I've been paying my monthly fee unnecessarily for insects, and here they are. That they're going to do an inspection of all of the units starting Tuesday.
Okay.
Which will be very interesting, especially because when the air conditioner goes off, I can definitely tell that my filters are very dirty, so I hope that they look at those and see that they're very dirty. And also the places where there was some flooding from above, the water heater from my upstairs neighbor, they never fixed that ceiling, so they'll be able to see all this. I think that's all. Oh, no, no, no. My main point in all of this is that I was thinking like, oh, what if I moved?
Uh-huh.
Um, and also, it would also depend, I think, on, it's always about the job. So if I still got a job after I guess I got my degree, where would I move? And I was looking for one bedrooms and things like that. And I found this place that is only for people, like their rent is very specific. And it's like, if you make less than, uh, 40,000, I think, like then you can apply to this. And I was like, oh my gosh, for one person, because it did say like for two plus.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm making $20,000. Am I like in the poverty line? So that was my thinking. I had a crisis of a financial like panic last week. That was one of the reasons why I didn't want to play on Wednesday. I was going through something really heavy. That was when
Oh.
I found out. I was like, oh my gosh.
Mm.
Wait, we're moving across this bridge, yeah? Oh, okay. So anyways, I don't know if I might be in the poverty line. I don't know. I was looking up if I didn't get any job for the summer. I wondered if I could get unemployment, but that seems like a very complicated process.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because they say when you're collecting unemployment, and I guess you have to pay it back. Um,
Oh.
I think because it's saying that's anyways what it say, but it said your main job, your full time job is applying for a job. And I thought, the joke's on them because I would be applying for all these jobs and I wouldn't get them because quote unquote I'm overqualified.
Yes.
Could you imagine that?
Then it would be their problem.
I
Finally.
know seriously I would never. Anyways, I did have a thought of like, what if I didn't get a job and then just collected unemployment for the summer and did my classes and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'll do that. Okay, back to Allie and AJ. How did I even get there?
Well, you couldn't
How's my
afford
through?
to be a true fan.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, I guess I technically could, I think it's like $60 a year. But at some point you have to think
Ah.
like, I don't need this. Um, is it really something that I can like argue that this is a good purchase kind of thing? So I decided not to. And I don't like look at it all the time and think, oh my goodness, I really would like to be a sanctuary member. So I'm okay. But what I decided to do, so they went on, oh, I guess I'm still in my origin story. So I guess, what was it, 2015 maybe? Like they started putting out new music.
Mm.
And everything they were putting out was just, it was just amazing. And this like part of the phase was kind of like 80s synth pop. And what's amazing about them, which I told them, is like, you're the most versatile band that I know,
Mm.
because each of their albums like seems to have a very particular genre. This most recent one is leaning more heavily into country western influence. Their previous album, which was their first full-length album since Insomniatic, very much like California Beach Boy style. So I was very glad to I just tried to like keep up with them for some reason. I just would check in sometimes and see like, oh, I wonder what Ali and AJ is doing. Sometimes I would check on them bands and found them happily. And so latch on. So every new single that they had, would buy that single. Um, and of course, I was very excited. I would always look where their tours were going, but they weren't coming really close. And I wasn't going to go to Tennessee, no offense,
No.
Jonathan, to go and see a show because that's just like more. And they were hitting up these small venues, and I thought, well, I've got this perfect small venue, come to Norfolk. And then finally, last year, was it, or 2 years ago in May? No, it must have been last year in May. They're going to come to Norfolk.
Wow.
So it was super exciting. So I decided, and the week before I decided to go to see Japanese Breakfast at the same venue, kind of as a gift to myself of like, you finish school. And accidentally, I was like, basically like second row. behind
Wow.
people. It's standing room only. So, there's the barricade, there's a row of people, and then there's me. I thought, oh, this is very interesting. So I thought next time I'm gonna try to get front row because I really love Allie and AJ. Why not? So I came like embarrassingly. It was like a Thursday show, like 2 hours before. I'm first in line. First in line. I'm like, yes, secured, spot secured. I go in there. There are people already in front of the barricade.
Uh,
And so I asked, now there's still space for me. There were only like, it was only like a smattering of people. So I asked like, oh, how did you get here? And they're like, oh, VIP. I was like, oh my gosh, how'd you do VIP? Was it through this venue? They're like, no, through, the website. And asked how much it was. So about like 250. But, you get to meet Allie and AJ, picture. And then of course you have, you know, earlier access to the actual venue. Oh, and you get to hear a sound check. So I was thinking to myself, I love them so much. I think of all the bands that I love, that this would be probably the easiest group that I could actually engage with and talk with. Um, and also, I just have like more of a comfortability, I think, with like female artists than I would, because I love Silver Sun pickups. But I don't know, just like groups are more overwhelming, whereas we just have this like sister duo, and I just feel like I can relate a bit more to them. So they announced their next tour, so not coming to Norfolk, which if I were to speak about Norfolk, I was embarrassed because AJ comes on and she said, she's about to sing this serious song. Something happened to her. It's totally like really different from all of their stuff that they had been putting out. And a really annoying person way back is screaming the lyrics along with her.
oh,
And I mean, the first line is Dead on the Beach. And that's the song. That's the name of the song. Screaming it as if it were like a banger. And I was so embarrassed because I oftentimes get like secondhand embarrassment
oh yeah.
from other people. I don't know if you feel this,
Yes.
but just like if someone's getting or doing something embarrassed, and even if it's not me, it's usually like someone in my party. But even if it's someone not in my party, I'll get embarrassed for them. But I was just like, oh, why are you doing this? They're not going to come back here. So they're not coming back to Norfolk. I'm sure that's not what it was. I actually brought this up when I was meeting them. I was like, I'm so sorry that happened. Uh, um, oh, I can collect my tactical opportunity.
Hmm.
Anything? What are you buying?
What are you buying? I'll
Let's
sell it
see
at
what.
a high price.
I'll get some challenge cards. You get anything special? Slow but sure? Nope, nothing.
Ugh.
Anything else?
What?
Lightning round, they breed you die. I made a bad call. Nope, nothing that's helpful for us. Okay. Shall we attempt Promise of a Flower?
Yas.
Okay.
We're gonna
Yas,
win.
queen.
Yas, queen.
Okay. Uh, let me think. What are you going to be?
Technisha.
Okay.
Cool. I bought the last packs of
Did you?
skins.
Are you wearing something right now?
No, but I'm looking at it now.
Oh, okay.
I can't really tell that they don't seem new. I think I might have gotten ripped off.
Uh-oh.
Here's the Nostromo crew jacket.
That's probably the only one I would want. The bomber jacket.
What do you think?
Let's see if we have luck. So I did Gunner. I feel like we don't have issues with ammo, but I guess we'll
Endeavor's
see.
tracking large
Oh,
movements of
maybe
xenomorphs from Pala Station to a canyon 50
Gunner.
clicks south. It could be something drew their attention, or they
Yeah,
could be
because
starting a
there's
second
that
hive.
box in the
We've been
hub
ordered
area,
northside to find out.
Should I
but
not be? Gosh, I'd be a demolisher and use our thing. I don't know.
maybe I have. Let's see, how many
Gonna have to
overstimulated?
wait.
I have 3 overstimulated.
Okay.
Should have used duct tape.
Uh,
Abilities? No. Synthetic backup? No.
oh, that's true. We do have that, don't we? How many do you have of those?
1.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
go.
purple, right? I have 2.
Oh. Well, let's try it first. I'll do ammo hoarder.
Okay.
Because I really think this one just comes down to our crappy strategies. Wow, Rosalien.
Well,
Ah,
oh, did
I
they
think
not want?
I've seen
Now I have
Rosalien
to
before.
leave.
Yeah,
Do they not want a 72 and an 82?
maybe. Gotta
We'll
get
have to
shaped
start
up there.
over. Is this going to happen again where Rosie is going to
Oh
pop up
no.
embarrassingly?
Um,
Okay, so that's
yes.
all the preamble, I think. Really?
Okay.
Yeah, so they were coming, so I'm looking at where they're coming, not coming to Norfolk. They're coming to the Fillmore in Silver Springs, Maryland. I look up where this is, about 2 hours and 45 minutes away, or 2.5, depending on, I guess, how you go. And that is about equidistant from me going there to me going to Norfolk. So I'm like, maybe that's it. Now, getting up there is a bit of a bear. I think worse than going over to Norfolk, because when I go to Norfolk, which is by Virginia Beach, there's a section. It's basically the bridge. I mean, you just like talk about the bridge, people know what you're talking about. Where it's just like the traffic slows down. I don't know. People are freaked out to go on the bridge, so of course that braking causes other. I don't know what's going on, but it's bad. Sometimes it's better than others. Going through DC and all of that stuff, like 66, it was actually very nice because they finally like finished their construction of what they were doing. But 495, the Beltway as they call it, which goes around actual DC, so you're not going through, the Capitol and going around, is awful. It is always awful. It wasn't awful when I was going there at midnight because for obvious reasons. But yeah, so I thought, well, this is a Saturday concert. I can take my time getting up there. Uh-oh, they're gonna move. They're gonna come.
No.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Ugh,
Okay, what do we
jerk.
want to do here? This
I,
is problematic.
I have no
Wait a
earthly
couple
idea.
minutes for Rosalian.
I guess we'll get hooked up with someone better.
We could always. Do you want to invite Neo or try Promise? Because Neo, PB&J may not want us to go on that.
No.
Well, wasn't this what we were trying before? And then he wanted us to do a cistern, and then we tried
Oh.
again, and he left us.
It's true. It's funny how you have to read into so much of the.
Yeah, I know. Were they? Do you remember what Rosalien was? What their makeup was? I mean, maybe if
It could be something drew their attention,
You
I
think
or
if
they
you
can.
could be
change your
starting a
class, that would
second
make a
hive.
difference?
You can
Yeah,
order
I can
dirt
be
side
a
to find
gunner
out.
since you're using the ammo order. Maybe if I
Um,
look different, Rosalien will stay with us.
what am I doing
Ah,
wrong,
I
Rosalian?
know.
Tell me.
Yeah. So then the decision is, do I do VIP or not? So there are three classes of VIP. The first class, I think, just gives you earlier entrance, but
Mm.
you like don't get anything other than that. Second class, you get to see their sound check. You get to meet and greet with them and a photo. You get a signed CD and a luggage tag, and then early access. And then the upper echelon, you get like a special Polaroid with them, which is very like topical. I think it works with their style and what they do. And then a tour like backstage and stuff, which I don't know if you get to see their green, but I mean it's more like the Fillmore if you really care that much about it. So that's like $500, but the middle tier is 240. So whenever I'm about to spend a lot of money, I really have to think about it. So I literally like thought about it for a whole year, and then we're getting to the point where well we're getting to where I need to do it because they cut off VIP buying it a week before.
Uh,
So it's like basically like eighth day out. Am I doing this or am I not? And I
yeah.
just think 240 is a lot, but this is once in a lifetime thing. I really love them, so it's not just like it's not like I'm just going Japanese breakfast. Let's meet them, but I don't know, all their songs, that kind of thing. So I decided to do it, and yeah, I guess if I fast forward to everything, I was expecting it to be like what I thought the Norfolk experience was, which they got in early, saw the sound check, the meet and greet, and then they stayed, and then the show basically because they were there when I walked in. But this time, the meet and greet was super early, so we got out close to 6, and doors weren't going to open until 7. The show's not until 8, and that's the opener. So I'm literally like, we're all standing there for, I think our check-in was like 3:45 or something like that. So 3 hours, and then you're staying there until 11. So I was like on my feet that entire time, and I had plans. I thought, okay, the check-in, and maybe you like come back. And I thought, oh, I can go and eat around here. So I hadn't eaten the entire day, and I was so desperate leaving that I'm like, I might have to go to McDonald's, which is a okay, Phoenix, a new person, which is, oh, do we not want to? What's happening? What is going on?
Have we been
Is there some
blacklisted?
sort of look about us? What is happening?
I
I
got a
just
bit of
want
a
to play
fascist
this.
thing going on here with the beret.
Is it 82 and 72?
It could be.
Oh
Quick,
my
let's
gosh.
get those numbers up. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. I'll be finished with my story by the time we even play this, which might be good because you have to actually concentrate on this one.
Endeavor's tracking large movements of xenomorphs from Bala Station
Uh,
to a canyon
yeah,
50
so it's
clicks
very.
south.
I'm in
It
desperate
could be
straits
something
if
drew their
I'm
attention,
thinking about
or they could be
McDonald's. I
starting
ended
a
up
second
stopping at a
hive.
Wawa.
You've been ordered to your side to
And got
find
a
out.
breakfast burrito, which was lovely, but it was midnight. And I was going to eat it in the lit parking lot, but then there was this man outside, and he was like watching me. And then there's like a biker squadron, um, which, you think like, maybe, Mayans and Sons. That's got to be a stereotype, right? I'm like, no, it's not a stereotype. I mean, because they're in Wawa, and this one guy's just like dropping the F bomb, like casually in his conversation. He's like not angry at all. He's just, using it as a nice little modifier. I can't remember what they were called. The something mongrels. I can't remember what the first.
Mongrels.
The mongrels. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that's real good. But I was desperate to eat this burrito, and I unwrapped it and could eat it a bit, but it was dangerous driving, so I ended up pulling over in like a fancy shopping center that also, some of the shopping centers also have like
Seating.
condos.
Oh, interesting.
Do you have any of that? Like people live around?
Maybe.
I feel like we were that one place we went with LL Bean and those expensive shops. Weren't there also living areas in that same strip?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So yeah, it was kind of like that. But I locked my doors and finished my burrito and then went on my merry way. So all that to say, it was a very long night. And standing in one space, like your knees lock up, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this about me, but I don't keep my mobile data on because I don't have unlimited data,
Hmm.
which in this case was very bad because planner, I'm checking everything out, decide to leave like 12:30 at the latest so I can, get there. Check-in says 5:30, between 4:30 and 5. Um, so I get there, feel everything out. Of course, I was delayed because of 495, so it was good that I had enough gap of time. Um, ask some stranger about, are you VIP? What's your check-in time? Da da da.
Please.
Okay, let's see. Technician, are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. They said something about like 3:45 or 4, and I was like, okay, so it must be like tapered off, or different people have different times, which is what I thought. And so I went back to my car in the parking garage and read a little bit, and then I thought, well, I should probably leave it like, 4:10 or something, just in case. And it was good I did because they sent out an email and switched their check-in time from 3:45, but they didn't send their email out until late because I had checked just to be sure before I left at the check-in time. So at 12, so sometime between 12 and 3:45, they sent this update. So that's the one reason of like, well, you should have had your mobile data on, but I didn't. But I got there because I left the parking garage early. I was able to, still check in. So we went in, saw the sound check. Um, they played, just 3 songs, and then they came out, and which is just fun though, because you still see them in the creative process and like talking through things, so it still felt pretty intimate. And there were maybe like 20 people there or so, so more than I think what I saw at the Norville last year. And then it was meet and greet time, and so you get in line, and some people get really stressed about lines because you want to be first, but I was thinking, you paid for this, so everyone's going to get seen, so I really wasn't stressed at it. I was more stressed meeting them. I was very nervous. I was nervous, like getting really worked up even before this, like the week leading up to it, I was very nervous, and I was trying to think about why this is true. Because I mean, you know, I've met these creators and things and actors when I go to San Diego Comic Con,
Mm-hmm.
but my thinking is it's a different situation because I'm there for a job and I'm putting on the guise of a an interviewer, like there's a mask on, whereas this is, oh, this is Stella and this is a fan, and I'm meeting these two people in, a more intimate setting, and does that make sense to you?
Yeah, you're much more vulnerable.
Yes, yeah, I would say so. So I'm just like, what should I talk about? So I decided I was going to
Sentry
mention,
deployed.
um, uh, like my origin story, which I basically told you about. Um, geez, guy's not going down. Holy heck.
Prowler.
Yeah. Okay. Went up there. I wore their tour shirt that I got last tour, and then there's checkerboard pattern at the bottom, so I wore my checkerboard black and white pants. And so it's like there's a matching thing. So definitely probably the loudest pants that anyone has, I will say, in the thing. Now someone did dress up like Castro, which I super appreciated. I thought that was
Oh,
pretty awesome.
that's a good one.
But when it was my time, and so I'm thinking about, okay, how am I gonna, talk to them? Like, don't be nervous, you'll be okay. I'm also fixating on my pink rain jacket,
Hmm.
which I had gotten because it looked like it was gonna rain. I thought if I have to wait out here, might as well just be ready to go. When you have a jacket, though, you gotta carry it. But I would have it around my waist, so it's, in the concert. So I thought, well, that's not too bad. And also, if I want to drop it off back in my car, I could always do that. But getting a picture, I don't want my pink rain jacket in the picture without an agent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fixated on this. Like, where am I going to put this jacket? Can I put it back here? But after you meet them, you're ushered off to the other side. So I'm like, are they going to let me go back here? Can I give it to this photographer man, or is that like really encroaching on his friendliness because he's already taking pictures of us? It was just this whole thing. So I decided, like, once it was time, I just put it on the side, and then walked up to them. And he even said, like, oh, they're gonna love your pants. And that was actually the first thing that they commented on. Was like, we love your pants. And so I made a joke of, one of my friends said if I ever walked across the checkerboard, I better be careful because I'll get lost. And so they're joking about that. And now I feel like very pressured and rushed because there's a line of people behind you. You don't want to be talking to them for minutes. So I'm like trying to get out, my origin story. And as I'm getting this origin story out, something you might not know about me is I don't, actually, you probably should be able to infer this, but I do not like to give false praise.
So did you lead with a criticism?
Oh man, wouldn't you have loved that? No, I just don't. I think it's disingenuous. Like I want to be uplifting to them, but also if I'm not, I should say like a person, like not them. Um, but if gosh, maybe I should put a thing here. I don't know.
Nah, we're fine.
Okay.
I say this as if I know. Here it comes.
Heaven?
What is this guy doing? Get out of
I
there.
don't know. He's just. I know.
Very on. Uh-oh, he's coming for me.
Sentry deployed.
So close.
Nice.
Oh my word. Is there another one? I can't. Oh shoot.
Cool.
Our guy is down. Are we gonna make it to him?
I don't know, he's not even moving. Oh no. Ah, crap.
Sentry deployed.
I took took care of the blast. We're gonna be okay.
He died. I
Oh,
don't know.
where was he?
He was like right there,
Oh,
but I
he left. Oh
he's
my
a loser.
word.
Now
Oh,
all my health is gone because of that.
you're just trying to be a nice human.
Tried. I think he gave up. He gave up on life.
Jeez. Well, this is why he's given us a bad name. That's
Yeah.
why the other people didn't want to be a part of our team because they're like, we were just with an 80, or was he a 65? I don't even know.
Yeah, he was 65. Much like the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was some slowage there. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Is it close?
Wow.
Oh, look at that. I
That
don't
was
even know
weird.
how that
Why'd he let us do
happened. Okay.
that?
I don't know. He was like, we'll give him a fighting
Yeah,
chance.
I like you guys. You got done dirty.
Okay. Well,
Well,
you're
let's
at
see.
like 1/3 health. I'm at half health. Let's see what happens, huh? I'm at ammo low. How about you?
Not yet, but sure will be soon.
Oh man. So yes, I don't like to give false praise. I do try to come up with like something positive, but I'm just not gonna like blow smoke, up
Uh-huh.
people's butts and things. That's just not.
That's
I
not
just don't
Stella.
like to do it. Yeah, it's just not me. But everything I had to say to them was like effusive and positive, and just like so, praising them for everything, which I legitimately think. Just saying how much they've evolved and their versatility, and just how much they've meant to me of like with their music and how awesome it's been, and just like making a day better for me, just something as
Mm-hmm.
simple as that, and thanking for them. And at one point they're like, I'm sorry, what's your name? I'm like, I'm so sorry, that was rude of me, because
Oh.
I forgot to even. So then I shook their hands. I was like, I'm Stella. Yeah, so it was just an amazing. I mean, they're so sweet. They're I feel like genuinely, like, I don't like to say this, like good or decent human beings,
Mm-hmm.
because they always also have a cause that they try to promote. Oftentimes it's trying to protect queer teens, either from homelessness or suicide. And this time they actually talked about gun safety because they had actually survived one of the mass shootings. I guess it was Nashville, I think.
Wow.
Their tour bus had gotten shot up. 6 people lost their lives.
Oh my god.
So, and because even Allie, who is talking about it, is like, I know that this is a controversial topic, but just make the pledge to ask. Go home and ask your family if there are any unlocked guns, like that. Just like a simple thing. And also you can donate money and stuff. So I appreciate that they also are activists on top of that. But thank them. I also just love their relationship, because um I think being in the industry can very much destroy relationships,
Yeah.
or make it divisive and contentious, and it's just beautiful to see how they interact with each other and it's not an act at all. And just that they take care of each other in interviews. They're like finishing each other's thoughts, and it's just, yeah. So I thank them. Just like, I love how beautiful your relationship is, and told them they were a blessing, and that was it. So it was an amazing experience. I was like shaking afterwards, and then even afterwards, I was like on the verge of tears, because I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. But yeah, so I'm very thankful that I had the financial means to be able to shell that out, and meet them, and then the concert itself. So we did go back in VIP. We were told to go outside, which is very weird. Is this? I can't remember. Did we go out here or stand here?
Try to stay
Okay.
inside.
I'll try to gather them, I guess. I can't remember where they come. Okay. The concert was, I would say, maybe the best I've seen.
Wow.
2 hours.
Hmm.
So they played their entire recent album with Love From, and then brought other things from their their previous album, Touch of the Beat, as well as,
Sentry deployed.
when they were in their Disney phase.
Hmm.
Um, but their transitions were like nothing I had ever seen. Because like songs would just go, it was non-stop, which I mean, Allie, you could like see the sweat, and even AJ had said at some point, you guys brought the humidity, this is like the hottest I've been. Drowning water, like they were wet at the end of it, and it was just a non-stop thing, transitions that I would never have even thought could be possible. Oh, it was like,
Darn.
wow. Yeah, it was a bad move. I mean, I thought, oh, this will, I mean, I don't even know where you are, but it's probably not worth it. Oh my gosh. Do you think you'll be able to make it?
Nah.
Clear.
This is where we end together.
I thought I could make and get that, and then it was like a literal,
Weather's closing fast.
I don't know how else I can describe it. I have this one phrase in mind, and I'm like, this is probably inappropriate to say.
I would say
So I
so.
don't know what else I should call it. Let's just say it was a mobbing. I was mobbed.
It was a mobbing.
It was a mobbing. I just couldn't believe it. I thought everything was safe, and then all of a sudden these dots came out of nowhere.
The dots were all
Okay.
over you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to describe, and that's one of the sad things about going to concerts by myself is that I can only think about and discuss with myself the experience, and debrief, but there's like no one else to talk to about it. But just, it was just amazing how they were able to connect these songs, and some of them had to be slowed down. I guess didn't have to be, but just how they took songs that they've been playing for years, like from their, sophomore album, and just like revitalized it, and even like a revitalize of a revitalize, and changed it up, which was just amazing. So I just can't believe. So the girl next to me asked like, "How long do you think this is?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe an hour and a half." And she like didn't say anything or have like any response. I was like, "I'm just guessing." I mean, she asked me. It was super weird. She said, "I think an hour," and I thought, "Oh yeah, I don't know. They have so much to do." And then um they were like speeding through, and she said they might not even make it to an hour, and then they like kept going, and then it was one, well, it was what, 10:45 I guess, and they left. And so you can always tell like, oh, there's going to be an encore, because no one even introduced the rest of the band. And then they come back on and played, I think, like two more or three more songs, and that, yeah, that was it. So that was crazy. It was just, yeah, nuts. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get merch. And then I looked at the line of merch, and I thought I still have 3 hours to get home, or two and a half. So I decided not to. But yeah, 495 was not bad at all, I would say. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but no, it's just, yeah, it was so amazing. And yeah, I think I'll always remember meeting them. Now the bad thing is that they got a taste of it, like cocaine or heroin, and now you're like, man, well, if they come close again, would I do the VIP again to meet them? And they seem to like remember people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know, because they're like non-threatening at all,
They didn't
because there's
harm
some
you.
like really intimidating people. Yeah, I know. Others are like your your impression of people, which is, of course, perhaps I'm making idols of them, which I always say like you have to be careful of. And there are some that, you might really like some sort of artist or something, and then you meet them and they're like a terrible person, or they're really mean, because that's happened to like Broadway actresses, and you're like
Oh,
super disappointed, but it's like, well, this
Endeavor's tracking
that is
large
not what
movements of
happened here.
xenomorphs from Paula
that's good.
Station to a
So,
canyon
so I
50 clicks
guess
south.
that's my full
Could be
story.
something drew their attention,
Um,
or they could be starting a second
Trying to
hive.
think if there's
We've been
anything else.
ordered
People
north
like
side
to
to find
like
out.
talk in the concerts, and so the girl next to me, I think, maybe felt bad because she asked like, "Are you here by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, my friends have no taste." Um, so you can always, talk to other people, but I don't like to necessarily insert myself in the conversation. And there was one person who was from Norfolk, and she said, "Oh, I saw them." She was like talking to the girl next to me, and I only butt in like one time. I was like, yeah, I'm from Charlottesville. I went to that one," and same issue of like the equidistant, and um, also mentioned about the Dead on the Beach song. She's like, "I don't remember that," and then I decided not to engage in that conversation
Fake fan.
again. Yeah, yeah. She said, I'm surprised I didn't. I'll have to look back at my recordings. She's like, well, I don't know why you would record that particular one, but yeah. Um, there's something else I was going to say. Oh, the Entra Act or the opener was it Maya Frolic or something? Knew nothing about her. She sounded like Tori Amos. I she was okay. Like she was very interesting, but there were some of her music, it was either what she was playing or singing and the keys was just like this dissonance, and I don't know if it was intentional dissonance or not, but my ears were just not as into her sound as possible, and there's a lot of screaming,
Yeah.
and it more seemed like there wasn't a lot of like vocal support, and it's not like Linkin Park screaming, like is there intent, or is it just like she's trying to belt something out but it's actually like very much in her throat. So I would be more critical of her, but she's wearing this um I actually liked her outfit. It was kind of a military gray skirt. Uh
What
oh.
the
He's gonna
crap?
leave. Watch. You wait.
Yeah.
Is he doing it?
What is
Man, we're
this?
having bad luck tonight.
Yeah.
What's going on? Now we gotta wait for Therian. He
What?
had to have a second of realizing who we were.
I guess. Well, do you want to put it back on insanity then? We could try that.
So you've fallen into my trap of what I normally do.
What?
That was my reasoning before when I told us to do insane. It was like, well, we're having so much trouble on extreme, might as well just do it on insane.
Well, I thought we started on insane, but we couldn't get it because of Rosalian, so that's why we went to
No, we
extreme.
were always doing it. No,
Oh.
I think it was all
Oh,
extreme. Do
okay.
you want me to keep on extreme or do insane?
No, I guess we'll if we
We've
haven't
never even
mastered it
finished
yet.
it on extreme. I know. Well, you think if we master it on insane, it'll be different? Let's see. Let's see what'll happen.
Okay. Probably not gonna get anybody for this.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I want
large movements of xenomorphs from Pala Station to
Why am
a
I
canyon
710
50
now?
a
It's just
gunner. I
680.
might do.
It could be something
Should we
drew their
do
attention,
whatchamacallit
or
for
they
this?
could be starting a second hive. And
Overstimulated?
order dirt side to
Yeah.
find out.
That's fine. Although, I mean, if we haven't done it on extreme yet,
Yeah, not waste it.
yeah.
I have 3 overstimulated.
Me as well. Shoot, what were you just saying?
Oh, her outfit. Yeah, so like military gray skirt, um, a bikini top, which like took me a long time because I felt lurid is not the word. I felt um I guess dirty, but that's also not what I'm looking for. But I kept looking at her too because I'm like, is that like, did she spill something on her top? Because it was just like this one, like it looked like she had dribbled on her on her top. But then I realized because I had stared at it so much, it was like, oh, there's a figure on her bikini top.
Uh,
And you couldn't see like the other side because she was playing guitar. And then over the bikini top was like this sheer, um, I guess like gray and red tinted top. And she kept pulling it down so that it would be like off the shoulder on both shoulders. But it was long sleeves and one of those kind of like stretchy tops.
mhm.
And she kept having to pull it down. And I was just thinking, this chick is going to take this top off at any moment. And she might as well because of how, like, it's bothering. And at one point she said, I'm so sorry, this top is getting on my nerves. And does take it off.
Oh my
And
goodness.
now I'm like, well, now we've got this, like, topless person on stage. Well, I mean, she had a bikini top on, but that was just like, now I felt even worse. It was like, well, geez, now it's like super, super distracting. But yes. So that was the opener.
Wow.
I don't know. We're not having any luck here.
Nope. Nobody likes us.
I like your weapon color. What's that?
That opal? Let me check.
Opal. It looks like it's,
Oh, summer
I don't know, like,
solace.
Yeah, it looks like it's got 90s colors on it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very
Um,
blocky too, so it looks like a Nerf gun. Just thinking
man,
about what might be useful in a tight corridor.
yeah.
Machine gun.
Well, did you
Endeavor's
have
tracking
anything,
large movements of
any
xenomorphs
exciting
from Hollis
updates?
Station to a canyon 50 clicks
Would
south.
it blow your
Could be
mind if I
something
told
drew
you
their
that I was
attention,
also at the
or they
same
could be
concert?
serving a second hive.
That'd be
We've been ordered
it.
dirtside to find out.
It would not blow my mind, but I would actually be really upset
Yeah, that would be pretty weird. Well, I found
because
out
I
too
would be
late.
like, why wouldn't we have been together? Why would you not have stood next to me?
Because I wanted to surprise you tonight and say, but I was there. Isn't that funny? I
No,
thought that would be more effective. Um,
it wasn't.
damn. I kind of had a similar story, or at least I experienced similar things. Because as you were telling your saga, I was reminded of my own experience as a Craziest Girlfriend groupie,
Oh,
and we went to it was kind of it was a half taping, but it was also like a show that they were doing for their final episode. Kind of. I don't know if it might be if you go on Netflix, it might be the final episode, but it was like a concert. Um, so I was also very nervous just because I had to leave my apartment. Um, I don't know. I don't think we met them, the stars, that day, but there were a few encounters over the years. But this would have been in Hollywood, and driving into Hollywood is like the worst thing ever.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can't eat anything today because I don't know if I'll ever have access to a bathroom.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I imagined you had a similar thought process.
It's the drinking is so I was um well, I'll come back. Yeah, you finish your story so you don't forget what you want, and then I'll tell you about that.
Well, I'll finish the first part of it, so that we can stay on topic.
Yeah,
So
dehydration.
it was dehydration because it was very hot. It was LA. Uh, Around probably September, I think, is when the show ended in 2019. Is that right? I guess I would have just come back from Korea. But anyway, I was also extremely hungry. Um, and I was just like, oh God, what do I do? I was with a group, so they could hold my place in line, although I don't know if that was
Well,
morally
that's always
correct.
nice. Yeah.
So I went to just the closest place I could find, which was a Shake and Shack or a Steak and Shake. I don't know which one. And it was full. So I went in there and I ordered, and I went to look for a place to sit down, and there wasn't any. So I just had to sit next to somebody, and nobody was talking. So I imagined that like nobody was with anybody, and they were just all seated together. So that was like really awkward, and then I just got back in line. So yeah, that was the first part of my story. Pretty good, pretty good.
So wait, so there are no spaces, so you just sat down where there was an empty space. But
Yeah, I lucked into one.
do you think that no one knew each other?
That's what I would imagine. Yeah,
Okay. You didn't ask, hey, can I sit here? You just sat down.
maybe I did.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know.
I feel like the only time I've ever done that um it was DC, and there was like free time for the kids, and so I went to a coffee shop to read, and there was only one table, but it was like a four top, and there was a woman sitting at one end, and I asked if I could just sit at the other end, and I wasn't going to talk to her or anything. I said like, I won't bother you, can I just sit here? And she said yeah, yeah, yeah. But I feel like that's the only time I've done that. um yeah, the non-drinking, or like when to decide to do it, is a huge thing. And also with the friends, that's the reason why it's great to have, which I feel like I've only gone to 3 concerts in my life with somebody, or 4. It's very sad. I think, well, you and I might be, we're similar in one way and different in another. We're similar in that we don't, we don't go to a lot of places with people. But for me, I think I'm like not going to let that stop me. Whereas, correct me if I'm wrong, you might let that stop you.
Yes.
Because if I want to do something, but there's no, I'm gonna do it. The only thing is like if there's a safety issue, so I always like kind of check out. I will I be safe getting to this venue and getting back because it'll be late, that sort of thing. But yeah, if you don't have someone, you can't go to the bathroom because you'll lose your spot. And there have been times where I might ask, like, "Hey, can you watch this for me?" But it's a bit iffy because if it's a stranger, or how vocal are they actually going to be if somebody is trying to take that spot? So like, I don't get merch before the show. Don't go to that. What does this mean? Oh, this is
Whoa.
wait. Oh, are they in elite? Because look, there's a 3,
And 0-0.
but 0-0. Are they starting off? Are they one of those people who, if they die in real life,
Oh,
or
maybe.
they die? I don't know.
We
Because
better not.
otherwise they wouldn't. If they were a level 1, it would just say level 1. I've never seen this a 0-0 before.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But also, what's their name? There's no nameplate.
This
What's going on here? Is
what
this a
is
Russian
going
bot?
on? Should we? Are we
What's
gonna get a virus?
what's happening? So no merch, no bathroom. So you have to decide when to stop fueling, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I drank an entire buble before I left, and I knew because I've gone this route before, like I'm going to stop at this one Wawa and go to the bathroom, which is good because I did have to go to the bathroom. And I was also drinking some of my water on there. And then I was getting a headache, and so I didn't have any food in the car. And this was after I had checked out the venue and came back to my car. I had a years old, let's say 5 at least, 5 to 7, 5 to 8, I don't know, year old Chinese fortune cookie.
Oh, what?
That's all I had in my car.
Oh,
So
my.
I ate this cookie.
Oh.
Now, it didn't taste the worst. I was thinking as I was eating this, I'm like, you know what? I think they're like Twinkies. They've been
Oh.
around for years. I'm sure it's okay. So I ate this and then like popped 2 ibuprofen because I thought if I'm getting a headache right now, it's not gonna be. But that's good that I had that because I don't have any other food. I think so. That was like the last bit of water. Saw Allie and AJ, asked if I could use the restroom because I didn't know how long we were gonna be waiting, and I had to be escorted to the bathroom.
Oh.
And then I was like tinkling really quickly and washing my hands because I felt bad because this guy's waiting for me. And that was the last time I went to the bathroom. So from 6 to 11.
Wow.
Did
Oh.
uh-oh. Do you see what I see?
Do you see what I see? Yeah, that's a straight up Chinese player. Is that what it is?
What's going on?
Fascinating. That's how far we've fallen. We can't find anybody in our own country who wants to play with
So
us.
we just have a Chinese bot.
Wow.
So they are 100, so that's popping up on the side at least.
Oh, okay.
So from 6 to 11, no bathroom. And at the beginning, when I first got in there, back in there, I guess I should say, I was thinking to myself, oh, should I attempt to go to the bathroom? But then it was like, once you're thinking about it, if you haven't gone, then you're not, you can't leave. And people were coming in. I mean, it was a packed house. I think it was sold out. It was crazy. But then you're starting to get to dehydrated. So this guy's walking, which was lovely. I don't think I've ever been to this place where this happened. But the security people are walking in front of the barricade with little cups of water. And I'm
Wow.
like, that water looks lovely. Like, you can tell that it's cold. But I'm not about to drink that and then have to go to the bathroom. I'm already thinking, like, am I going to be okay? And I tried not to think about it because I thought to myself, I think I might have to go right now. But it was also saying, Stella, just don't think about it, and then maybe you're not gonna. Maybe this is all psychosomatic kind of thing. But no, I totally know. And then when I get into my car, I drown something, which was actually a monster because I always have that on the side. I was like, I always need something to help me with getting home. So I was definitely dehydrated. I was loving the liquid after that.
Loving the liquid.
So, yeah, so I definitely feel you there. Feel you on, what do you do when you want to leave the line kind of thing. And yeah. So that's why, again, had you been at that venue and not told me, we'd be over.
Because yeah, I really could have helped you out there, couldn't I have?
Yes, we could have helped each other.
That's true, because I definitely would have also had the same problems. I've been like, look at that water. Doesn't that look nice?
Sentry deployed.
Look at that water. Um, God,
Yeah, people next to me were like getting their alcohol, and I'm like, wow, you're really brave.
I know, I don't understand people like that.
And they even said, like, yeah, we really have to go to the bathroom. Like, well, that, that's the price you pay.
That is. Well, that's I like the best place to be in terms of like a show equivalent is like a sports game because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
get up at any time.
Yeah,
But
whenever there are actual seats
yeah,
is when, yeah. I even get nervous, like Broadway shows. I try to go to the bathroom right before because intermission, especially like the women's bathroom, it's just nuts.
right.
It's nuts. And I always have a fear because it happened to me one time and now I'm just always fearful that I'm gonna be in gastrointestinal
Sentry deployed.
Yeah, oh
distress
yeah.
at the
Oh,
show.
sure.
And then what am I gonna do? What
Right.
am I gonna do? Because I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. Am I gonna make it to the bathroom? Am I gonna have to go multiple times? Is it gonna be? Am I gonna get like locked out of the theater if I leave? Because sometimes you can't get back in, as you know from Spider-Man 2, I think it was, right? Where
That
he
happened to you?
comes in late. Remember? Have you seen Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire?
I mean, that's been 20 plus
Oh,
years.
okay. Where he tries to see one of the times he tries to see Mary Jane's play.
Sentry
I
deployed.
gets locked out of the theater.
He comes late, and then Bruce Campbell is like,
Oh,
"Fix your shoe, fix your bow tie. Can I help you? I'm sorry, no feeding after the doors are closed." That sort of thing.
yeah.
But no, it happened because I became ill during the producers, and I just tried not to think about it. I mean, it was
Wow.
pretty bad. Made it to the intermission, and luckily, after that, it was a bit better. But no, I'm always very, very scared for that, even though I have my own seat.
I'm amazed that you ate that fortune cookie, given that, I mean, you could have just gotten sick right on the spot.
I know. Well, I was looking at it like, oh, could there be mold on this? Was it? I mean, it tasted
It
still
was
like a fortune cookie,
yeah.
but like, I mean, it's pretty stale. But my rationing was, well, I think that probably the buckets they have of these
Sentry
things
deployed.
are probably pretty old. I mean, they probably last for forever.
They come from China
So,
after all. Made
well, I don't
fresh.
know. Made fresh every day, yeah. And the fortune inside said, what did it say?
There's no time like the pleasant.
Actually, I think that is what it was.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking
That's my favorite one.
because I remember thinking that it was topical.
There is no time like the pleasant.
That's very funny that of all the ones that you guessed, it was the actual one that I had.
Wow. Well, I've gotten that one twice at least. And I think it's funny every time. Oh no.
Remember
Sentry
there were
deployed.
two?
Oh Lord.
Well, in our, well, I mean, knock on wood, of course, but it seems like our buddy knows what he's doing, or
Yeah.
she.
A little low on health, but that might have been my explosions.
Oh boy, splash damage.
Splash damage.
You feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
You can always kill that person. So what's part two of your story? So can you, I might not have just followed or maybe didn't hear you slash listen to you, but you were at an event and that's why you were waiting in line?
Yes, this was for the Craziest Girlfriend. I think they called it
Finale
a...
filming?
Yeah, but it wasn't like an
Okay.
episode, it was like a concert. Which is
Oh, okay.
one of the episodes on
Sentry deployed.
in
Okay.
the catalog, so I don't know. So I'm actually on TV
Oh,
because they pan over the audience and there I am. My terrible haircut.
interesting. Uh, Was it your shaved head face?
Yeah. I mean, that only ended like last year, so I only put it together that I wasn't supposed to look like that. Um, so there was some kind of system for like, getting in early and getting a good seat. Obviously, we wanted to be in the front row.
Sentry
Um,
deployed.
and I don't know, there was a bit of a snafu where they split, like you're walking in a line, but they split the line, and then the line reforms so that they can like get people in faster or something. I don't know exactly why, but basically it meant that we went into the second row, even though we were like lined up first. And we had somebody in our group who is actually no longer in the group, um, who was
Oh,
just
the friend group, you mean?
yeah, like our crazy ex-girlfriend group.
Okay.
She
Oh,
was
oh, okay.
just
Sentry deployed.
complaining about it so loudly, and we're only one row back from the people in the front. And she was like, "I don't understand why they got in ahead of us. Like we were lined up first, and they turned around. They were like, 'What are you talking about? Like, shut up.'" And I was like, "Yeah, you're being utterly
Uh-oh.
ridiculous." Um, Obviously, I
Got
didn't
your
say that.
secondhand
Oh,
embarrassment.
big time, big time. There was a lot of that with her. She left of her own accord. There was some issue. I don't
Sentry
really
deployed.
know. But yes, that was extremely awkward. I thought I saw one of the cast members who happened to be a black woman, but it was actually somebody who was not her, so that was terrible. I gotta not point out when I think there's
Sentry
celebrities.
deployed.
Like, what would she be doing in the audience? Or, lined up. But, that was fine.
I think that's for you. Do you have any ammo? There's some ammo drops back here.
Oh,
Because
thank
that
you.
person's a recon.
I guess I can't get it. I thought there was more to that story. I guess not. There was, bathroom problems, obviously, hamburger.
That's interesting. So you waited in line so
Sentry deployed.
long that you were able to eat a full meal.
Yeah.
And did you offer to get some food for your friend?
I I wonder, because I don't know if I would have thought of that. I was probably like, does anybody want to come with me? And nobody obviously did. God, we were out there for a while for
Look
sure.
at this.
What? Huh?
It's for me, I guess.
Sentry deployed.
Mystery person.
At least this person knows what they're doing.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna come back, or is this like, should we be there with her, him, them? God, that controller drift is driving me nuts.
The drift.
The drift. I'm like Vin Diesel.
He didn't do Tokyo Drift.
No, that was that guy
Lucas
from
Black, I think.
Lucas Black.
I think that's his name.
Terrible, terrible.
And Han, but Han's in there.
Han.
Vin does appear at the very end.
Yeah, he
For
did that to
Han's
finance Riddick.
reunion. Really?
Yeah, or like to get the rights back from Universal. He
Oh,
was like,
interesting.
"I'll agree to do this cameo if I can have Riddick."
Well, yeah, because he didn't appear in FF2 because there was a bit of a stink.
These big movie
Sentry deployed.
stars, their egos. What killed him? But anyway,
I can't tell whether we follow or not.
I know.
Wasn't that where I got ambushed last time?
Yeah.
To advance through that door ahead. Check this.
Okay. Oh, they're coming.
Sentry deployed.
I'm leaving.
They is a coming.
Okay, that wasn't actually much of an attack. I should have stuck by my fellow Marine. Yeah, that I saw an IGN video for the new Aliens game, and they thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I've yet to do that. Oh, but you said it's one person?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll drop a demo charge. There's a clearing
It's
nearby.
basically like
Blast that fucker open.
Warcraft or Starcraft or those
Staff
kinds of games.
Sergeant, this ruin may have substantial historical value.
Substantial dollar
Sentry
value.
deployed.
Yeah, well, Honecker can bill me.
Honecker.
Our buddy.
He's our friend.
So, according to the Guess Who game, I don't care for him. Not one
You
bit.
don't. You would not be friends with this man. Ah, right behind you.
Sentry deployed.
But anyway, that's very exciting. I'm glad you had that experience.
Thank you.
I think you should take more risks like that if it's something you really
Sentry
love.
deployed.
Hmm.
Secure the area, then grab the demo
Once I get
charge.
out of the...
This economic hellhole, the bracket.
Yeah, seems like it. I emailed my connection at the library and said, have you heard anything? You know, I was just reading our conversation for the last time I tried this job, and I was like, that overqualified line, you know, has anything really changed? And she said, I just talked to someone and like really spoke your praise and suggested, you know, that they call you in for an interview, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
Ugh, so frustrating.
It really is. I guess we'll see. We'll see if I need you to ask questions for me.
What kind of
What?
questions?
Oh, ask your supervisor if they need
Oh.
someone for the summer.
Proceed. A storm is approaching.
So I guess if I
It
got
may
that in the summer, I would just
complicate
continue
further
on.
resupply.
Oh shoot! I was trying to
Why?
put my
Sentry deployed.
thing down.
Did you do that?
I know that
I
was.
think I had like 100% health until you did that.
Oh yeah, that's because we got a recon. Should I not get this? Why are we over there? What's happening?
Yo, you're over here.
Oh.
Wow, I
Thanks.
don't think I've ever seen this.
No. I wish I could pronounce.
Metallic fade citrine.
It's not beautiful.
Drop it at the
Where
door.
should we go?
I'll
Where should we
detonate by
go?
remote.
I could have warned you, but
So you
I
didn't.
froze
You've
up.
done me dirty twice now.
Yeah.
In a matter of a minute.
Well, you know, 3 times the charm.
Okay. Yeah, third time's gonna get me killed.
You'll forgive me. Ah.
Someone's coming behind you.
You see this?
No.
Secure the room.
Ah, okay.
Sentry deployed.
Stand clear, Fireteam. Heavy clouds blowing this way.
Surprised I didn't get hit by the shrapnel.
Shit. One more should do it. We'll drop another demo charge and some sentry guns.
Okay.
Mierda. Drop's going off course. Fucking storm's getting
Sentry
close.
deployed.
I lost the pellets in ground clutter. I don't know which one's got the explosive.
Is this door open?
Pardon. My analysis of the corpse you found indicates claw lacerations. A native critter? Or are the bugs killing each other?
Critter.
Our records suggest xenomorphs
Sentry
only
deployed.
attack competitor species.
I don't know. Oh. I guess the recon does go ahead because that's their namesake.
Bugs ahead! Watch the walls!
Get it done. Check this out.
Yes,
What is it? Just behind?
I guess. Go even further back.
Am I too far up?
No, that's what I imagine them saying.
No, catching up.
Okay.
That drops a sentry gun. The demo charge must be at a different site.
Can we get the sentry gun? Oh, look out.
Sentry deployed.
Oh, stop drifting.
Sentry deployed.
All right.
Sentry deployed. Incoming. There. Sentry deployed.
Oh.
Sentry deployed.
Oh, behind you. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Yikes.
Sentry deployed.
No.
Come in. Watch the cliffside.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Pressure. Hit it from the sides.
Sentry
Oh, a
deployed.
second one.
Perfect. Ah. Ow.
Sentry deployed.
guy's tail. Wow.
Oh,
That took a lot out of me.
thank goodness.
Those darned spitters. Okay. Okay, so this is usually where we die.
Sentry
Well,
deployed.
the last time, as far as we got, was when we finally blew the door, and then there was the wave
Oh.
because I forgot to put a cryo grid down right by that door.
That's the crate with the demo charge.
But usually, I mean, you might be right. We get to the
Get that back to the door. Should be
actual
good to
charge
blast
that
through.
we need.
Sentry deployed.
What's going on back there?
Oh, need to keep coming.
You see this?
Uh-oh.
Sentry deployed.
Torian, heading to you.
What a blessing.
What a blessing. There he is.
Reading a warrior.
And a warrior.
Sentry deployed.
Ooh,
Oops. Sorry, buddy.
oh shoot.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Pushed all the way back.
Oh.
No!
No praise God.
Sentry deployed.
One down. Ooh. Ugh.
Sentry deployed.
Yikes.
Grabbing ammo. Rearming. Patching up. Sentry deployed.
Okay.
Aid kits here.
Is that where they're gonna come out of?
Ready to demo. Clear the site.
Shoot.
Sentry deployed.
Oh!
I may have wasted my cryo grid. I set it up, but
Oh.
Patching up. Sentry deployed.
Oh my, look at that. Getting massive slowdown. I really felt wanted there.
Sentry deployed.
Oh, whoa! I was all out of stamina.
Clear.
Thank you.
Sentry deployed.
Darn.
All right, I'm sending a resupply UAV ahead. Let's see what's down there.
Yeah.
but first,
Yeah.
ooh,
That it?
Patching up. Sentry deployed.
Wow, look at this. First. Oops.
Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed.
Rally on platform. That be it?
Huh. That's different.
Sentry deployed.
I don't know what the strategy is here.
yeah. The last time we did
Sentry
it,
deployed.
which was with Gondrilla,
Rearming.
we're up by that door.
Check this out.
Another Xeno torn
Sentry
apart.
deployed.
A fresh kill.
Curious. Might you perform a penetrating scan?
That'll piss off any others nearby.
Penetrating LiDAR.
8 kids here.
Xenomorphs are always pissed off.
Oh.
Yes.
Sentry deployed.
Are you ready? I can't tell.
I guess not. It would be nice to know where we stand so that I can sort of coordinate. Oh yeah, got a turret there. Makes sense. Turret there. I guess,
Sentry deployed.
yeah, put one down here. Somewhere out of
Ready?
reach.
And I'm gonna do it at some point.
Sentry deployed.
You ready? I think they're going back up by the door.
Okay.
Four-digit claw, like a xenomorph, but single nails, not their characteristic dual nails.
Big movement. Send
Sentry
my
deployed.
ass.
Sentry deployed.
Turret's not doing anything. Sounds bad placement.
Mine's out.
I know there are 2 crushers here, I think.
Sentry deployed.
Oh, and a warrior.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's fun. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I'm an acid. Where? Oh, I'm gonna go down.
Backing up.
Oh! Come on.
Reading a warrior.
I think it depends on where you are.
I don't know if it's a good idea. You're so close to the end.
Clear. Medic.
No!
That's sad.
Come on. No!
Well, how's our person doing? Dead.
And gone.
Left
We're
the team?
so close.
I need
We were
reserves
so
on
close.
the ground ASAP. Weather's closing fast.
The whatchamacallit got ya.
The acid.
Yeah, but
There's gotta be a better place to stand in that last point.
let's see about your friendly fire. Good Lord. Our Chinese bot left because of you.
You think that's the case?
I find it's best to blame others and not yourself.
Oh. That makes sense. Let's see, Donovan sent us a something.
Journeyman? What he said? Did he send a comparison picture of the shirts?
He sent us a TikTok about
care
Mortal
about that.
Kombat.
Okay.
You
This
care
isn't
about
what
one
I want.
thing.
This isn't what I want. Send. Want.
Can you stand at the feet of a 20-foot-tall transformer named Optimus Prime? Or see a grown man dressed as Kung Fu Panda?
What? That's pretty good.
Oh, you thought I was done?
Oops. Oh. Jessica Madden and Amber Mid Thunder were hanging out.
How was your sister's B-Day?
How was my sister's B-Day? It was fine. She had some very interesting specifications. For example, she didn't want a cake because apparently she doesn't like cake.
A
Sure.
pie?
She didn't want a
Did she want
pie.
pie?
Doesn't like pie.
Oh.
We didn't go to the Chinese restaurant either, so you don't have to worry about a repeat.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
She wanted, must be like Pillsbury or something, Cinnabon style cinnamon rolls.
Oh, a Cinnabon? Yeah.
Yeah, so that worked out. I think Mom put a candle in it. I don't understand what it is with my family and not liking cake. Aside from the mayor, who loves cake, especially the icing.
Do you think maybe we shouldn't split up like you did?
Sure. I was just worried about friendly fire.
Well, you got me, so not worried enough.
Well, where was the other person standing?
To the right.
Ah,
I mean, basically where you were mirrored. So I guess it would have been okay. You got taken out by the spitters?
yeah, I'm not really sure what I was gonna do in that situation.
Well,
Now what?
I was just trying to see if I could get any things here.
Ah, you're wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, overstimulated, maybe, maybe not.
If only I can remember all the lyrics to Foxwoods, the advertisement for that casino that is apparently nearby. Something like spin the wheel, make it happen, something something, fingers snapping. It was on TV a lot. Let's see, what do we got? Explosions? Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not doing the gift of fire anytime soon.
What are you buying?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
You sound like a creep.
I think I'm gonna have to buy a new controller. Oh, I got retro cam. This brokers none of the old excitement from our friend Stella.
I know, well, I do have like 6 of them, but I do love that one. I mean, it's not going to help us on the stuff that
No,
we've got going for us, but
no, it will not. Gah.
Yo, I got sock. Anything not on the racks, I can pull out of cargo form.
I could buy the last gun, but that would leave me in the lurch a
penniless.
little. Yeah. Oh, oh my goodness. I'll just play dress up instead to drown my sorrows. Ugh. What does this do? 360.
Not getting anything good.
It's one of those days. Oh.
Well, I got human tanks at least.
That's something.
Yeah.
What's the difference between handling and stability?
Um, is it one of them like when you shoot with the the recoils?
Yeah, but I can't tell. It seems like both of them would describe that.
Let's see. Let's go. There's one for Destiny 2.
Destiny 2?
Bet Stability reduces your reticle shake for outgoing shots. Handling reduces shake of incoming shots.
Oh, weird. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. But who's shooting at you?
I'm just trying to configure some guns.
Gonna use the citrine. Oh, that's not as nice as I thought. It looks just like the bronze, but I wonder, I mean, it seems crazy that I've yet to discover all of the things, you know? The colors.
I know. There was
Well,
one DLC pack that was like 2 decals.
oh, is that worth it for you?
Nah, I didn't buy it.
Endeavor's tracking large movements of xenomorphs from Pala Station
Okay,
to a
Demolisher.
canyon 50
Maybe we'll
clicks
do
south. It could be something drew their attention, or they could be
overstimulate.
starting a second hive. We've been ordered
Why are you
inside to find out.
underclassed?
I don't know. Oh, the gun. I was just looking at it. I'll change the color of this. Up to what? Oh, that's weird.
What's this TikTok that he sent?
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I saw that about a grown man as Kung Fu Panda. I saw that on here, but yeah. And it says, like, on here it says the greatest Mortal Kombat fatality.
I didn't know that reporters still did that.
Did what?
Like reported from local cons. Like why is that news?
I don't know.
Because I mean that's been like an old joke going back to the early aughts. People going to anime conventions being like, oh, look at this guy trying to interview the 7th level sorcerer. Let's see, grenade launcher, shotgun. I really want to try machine guns on this level, but it's so risky. I don't really use the shotgun that much. I'll try it, but which one? This is just spray and pray. Not concerned about ammo. So that's...
You watch Station 19?
Is that about a firehouse?
Maybe, yeah. Do you have to caption that?
No. That must be an ABC show. We don't do ABC. Why, was there something notable? Reload speed, magazine. Oh my god, stop. Alright. Muzzle stability and weak point damage.
Do you think if I got a job with your company, I'd have to go up to Boston to get technology?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. Maybe I would go in and get it for you and then have it shipped out. I mean, really, I did not need to be there for this setup. They could have just shipped me the stuff, but for people who commute into Boston every day, I'm sure they didn't think it was a problem. And interestingly, I actually have tomorrow off because it's Patriots Day around here, which is, I guess, just the day that the Boston Marathon happens. But
No, but it changes every day?
I don't know.
Or every year? Because that's a Monday, so like next year will be a Tuesday?
That I don't know. I think it's usually a Monday. But when I was working in Burbank in Los Angeles, I took it off by mistake because I didn't realize that the Burbank branch didn't observe it. I thought it was a national holiday. But apparently now I am technically working for the Boston branch. And they're going to fix that eventually, but for this year I have it off, which is pretty interesting. I'm a fan. Oh my god. I gotta catch up on stuff. Gotta write an article about Omar Little. Do some laundry.
That's what you said last week.
Seriously?
Your parents asked you to go to dinner and you said, no, family.
Oh.
I have to.
Yeah, I'm always behind.
I have to catch up on things.
I finished an article, a review for a movie on with Eyes East. I was gonna do a post about East New York, start a new blog, but I'm not sure. I'm not interested in that anymore. Because when I'm captioning the police shows, I'm really angry about it and I want to vent, but as soon as I'm done, I'm like, whatever. Though I do think it's important.
Do you feel like you're alone?
Alone?
Yeah.
Right now? Am I speaking to a simulacrum?
Okay. I was asking a contextual question. Why did you take it like I was pulling us out of context? Do you feel like you... Let me be explicit in what I am saying, like I'm speaking to a child. This is why we can't be romantically involved, because one of us would be strangled by someone. I won't say who. Do you feel like you're alone in your opinions because these dramas keep going, the cop dramas keep going and new ones keep popping up? So are you just railing against the wind like a useless old man?
I think they're pretty popular among useless old men, We actually got an
Okay.
email from a listener in defense of Blue Bloods for Q&A. What do you think about that?
The Xenos at
I'm
Bella
glad that
Station are
someone
being drawn
saw.
to
I mean,
this
you're not going to
area.
throw that
Shipment
person
wants
under
to know
the
why.
No,
bridge,
I
are you?
I
Oh, okay.
specifically said I can't answer this email.
Bugs on the cliff sites, headed for you.
Oh,
Sentry deployed.
wait, what does it say?
Well, it was like, hey, my wife like got into the show through my wife, and it's not that racist or conservative, and
Did they give
we could.
examples, specific examples?
Well, it was
Or
like,
did
well,
they, you want me
it,
to finish?
yes.
Did they,
What's all these noises? What is Murdoch? Ah,
what is?
what is he's demoling everybody? He's like making noises.
Well, it's your recon. So maybe his
Oh,
pups. Did they give a rebuttal? Like, because you know how when I write into you guys, I usually quote what you say and then give my reasons for why you're wrong.
right. There wasn't much of that.
Oh, okay.
Because we kind of covered the arguments that were being made. And there were
Okay.
some things that I feel like should have seemed obvious, like just because there are people of color on a show, that does not necessarily mean that it's not racist. Racism means more than that.
You think that Law and Order SVU is racist?
Sentry deployed.
Probably, I don't know. I don't really watch it.
That's my favorite Law and Order.
Topside, watch the
Do you think
wall.
you're
Marissa
alone?
Hargitay is a goat. Do I think I'm alone? No, absolutely not. I know that that's a lot of people's favorite.
Yes,
I
Donovan.
think. What?
Donovan likes it.
Oh, yeah. I
Loves it.
mean, you can't beat Marissa Hargitay.
No. Wow, my terrible obliterated.
You seeing any Wayland
I
Yutani
finished Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
season the 4th. Donovan said that you were weirded out by the Goofy episode,
Yeah, a little bit.
especially the scene where you saw his gloves and a shoe. No, his shoes and his glove by the scene of of his accident.
Yeah, I thought that was a little
You said you
uncanny,
didn't like that.
a little eerie.
Heads up, Bugs.
Sentry
I
deployed.
felt like I wasn't sure what I had seen
Yeah,
after watching that episode.
that's
But
definitely the Atlanta response.
yeah, no doubt. The second episode was really sad.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, we're going all the way back.
I feel like
Alright, chillax, dude.
you know how when we see Karens in action or on Instagram or TikTok or something, and we think to ourselves, you
Sentry
know,
What a
deployed.
wonderful world.
not necessarily that. Why would you think that with the Karen? But you know, I think some people might wish the Karens ill.
Perhaps.
And two is certainly like a response to that. But I think people don't really realize what that, just like the perpetuation of hate for hate, as the hinge person, said. So that was
Benjamin.
very much, yeah. The hingeman, yeah. The white hingeman.
Sounds like a pirate ship.
He must be differentiated from the Japanese hingeman
Yeah.
and the Korean hingeman.
I was really interested in Donald Glover's new show, but I haven't gotten around to watching it.
What is it?
It's about there's like a Beyonce style pop star, and the main character is an obsessive fan who starts murdering people who don't
Oh, no.
criticize or something like that.
That sounds like you,
Yeah.
but it's not you.
It's not you. It's called Swarm.
Oh, I didn't realize that was by him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he jumped right into it because Atlanta just ended, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Guy's a workhorse.
I watched Gaslit on Stars. That was interesting.
Yeah. I think I
That
just
was
saw
about
this.
Martha Mitchell,
Who's Martha Mitchell?
wife of, what was it, district attorney? John Mitchell, and like she spoke out against Richard Nixon.
Oh, okay. Huh. Why now? Why would somebody speak out against Richard Nixon? I don't understand that. He seems like such
That
a
is
cool
hard to
dude.
say. Yeah,
Where's the armored?
I don't know. He's coming.
He's
Give him some
up.
time. Be patient. He's a bit of a diva, but that's okay. He's like Carlotta in Phantom of the Opera.
Just saw an article or a headline about that.
That's
It's
Dunzo.
done.
Can you
Dunzo.
believe it?
No.
I'm sure they're preparing for its return.
Ever the
It'll be
optimist.
interesting. Yeah, who knows? I mean, it'll be interesting to see what show goes into the Majestic next.
Yes, but you know what they say. The show
The corpse was
must.
definitely a xenomorph. Dismembered alive, slayed in combat.
Yes?
Neither company here
No.
or Cynthia's books. What could rip apart a Xeno like this?
Unknown. But xenomorphs do not
Do you
willingly
think
leave their
Murdoch
dead behind.
is about Murdoch Mysteries?
Maybe.
Or
could
is
be
he a murderous
a
doctor?
Murdoch. Oh.
Sentry deployed.
Maybe he's related to the
Who's that?
Murdoch media mogul empire.
Oh, I don't know. Or could he be like Dexter? Wasn't he a pathologist or something?
Dexter, he was specifically a blood splatter analyst.
Sentry
Oh, okay. So he was a part of. Oh, you're a hypocrite. You watched a cop drama.
Yes, I guess I am a hypocrite. Watch out, Murdoch. They like to come in from behind.
There's an
Do
ammo
you
drop
think
there.
FBI is racist because don't they have a Muslim? Isn't one of the partners a Muslim man?
Uh, I wouldn't know. I think that's also
Oh.
an ABC.
Oh, I
Fox
thought that
or
was a
something.
CBS show.
No,
Oh, maybe you're okay. Oh, you only did CBS dramas?
mostly, yeah. I think we have
Oh,
Fox, but I don't think they do a lot of police procedurals anymore.
Sentry deployed.
I could be wrong.
Like,
Watch it.
did you hit someone?
No, I got hit. I don't know what happened. There wasn't even a guy. I guess there was one. Ugh.
Sentry deployed.
It's a tough spot.
Sentry deployed.
Do you miss our Chinese friend?
Yeah, that was quite the experience. Quite the experience, isn't it? Living in fear. Come on already.
Sentry deployed.
Yeah, I got back at 2, and you know when my body decided it was okay to wake up?
5.
Very close. I mean, it was 8, 7:45 or so. I mean, it was bad enough. I was trying to think if my body has ever woken me up at 5. I don't know. Yeah. I wished I could wake up natural, without an alarm.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how people do it. Apparently that's the way it should be. It's like the healthiest way. Wake up without an alarm. I don't know what these people are doing to do it. I guess if you set your body, circadian rhythms and all that. But
That's a lot of
yeah.
work.
I knew someone who was able to do it. She talked
Wow.
about it. Seemed like she was loving her life.
Yeah.
And I
Faster that
mean, she was
forehead.
in Italy
Get
with
a look at
me
it
for
for me.
a retreat, so that was, I think she had to like reset herself. But
Mhm.
Sentry deployed.
oh Lord, there's a
Jammed up
come.
real good.
Oh, come
Drop a
Do
demo charge.
you
There's a clearing nearby. Blast that
think
fucker open.
that Huck Finn is homoerotic?
Staff Sergeant, this ruin
on.
may have substantial
Erotic
historical value.
is maybe much, although I have not actually
It
read
may be where
Huckleberry
engineers
Finn.
went to piss.
Did you? I said homoerotic.
Yeah.
Oh, but so you don't
Sentry
deny
deployed.
that there's some homosexual elements in it, but you just don't think it's
I mean, that could be.
homoerotic.
I feel like you could read homosexual elements in a lot of things. So just on the erring on the side of caution, I would say sure. But erotic, yeah, that's tough because that's a big claim.
I never read it that way, but then I was rewatching. I think it's
That's crap. Open that turret.
what's it called? Easy A,
Uh huh.
and that's like a very small subplot
Sentry deployed.
of Puck and Jim
Watch the cliffside. Xenos!
being together.
Secure the area, then grab the demo
I was
charge.
like, oh gosh, there are actual readings of that on there. Yeah. You remember Easy A?
With Emma Stone,
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Allie's in there, her best friend
Oh,
for a time. Then she fought, and that's Amanda Bynes' final film. After that, she gave up acting and been having a tough time with things.
she has been having a rough go.
Yeah.
Was that, is it Jay Baruchel? Is he the male lead?
No, Penn Badgley.
Oh, I didn't know he existed before you.
Of course he did. You is the worst thing he's done. Gossip Girl, come on now.
Gossip Girl.
The OG, Gossip Girl.
Sentry deployed.
Yes, not the next generation.
Oh, Murdoch.
Uh-oh.
I just got him.
Get the charge.
He
Got him
moved
good.
forward. Yeah.
The storm is approaching. It may complicate further
I wonder if
resupply.
that
Are you
thing's
gonna
there.
watch Beef?
No.
Drop it at the door. I'll detonate
It looks
whoever
Is it
interesting.
because it's only partially a K-drama, but it's also a
That's-
Chinese drama?
I just don't have enough time.
Let's see.
Let's see if that box
Well,
is
I'm
there.
glad you're making time for me.
Yeah.
Have you been walking?
Secure the room.
No. At this point, it's useless. I have my doctor's appointments in 2 days, so it's like whatever.
When you turn and cough, you might
Sentry
go
deployed.
into a cardiac arrest.
That was the most work I've had to do in years.
Hey, gosh. I'm worried about you. Do you think you could go on a walk at least once a day?
I mean, it's
Now that you
definitely
don't have to wear a balaclava?
balaclava. I was gonna get a walking treadmill at some point, but I was hoping to do that after I moved out. But now it's like, well, when am I gonna move out? Never.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
Safety first.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that way.
Heavy clouds blowing
Where
this
should I
way.
put the? Where is he gonna go? Here?
Well, this is the small.
Oh, here we go.
Well, shit. One more should do it. We'll drop another demo charge and some sentry guns. Yeah, the trap's going up.
Yeah,
This
da-da.
fucking storm's getting close. I lost the pellets and ground clutter. I don't know which one's got the explosive.
Will you walk on the treadmill while you're working?
Pardon.
No, probably not.
My analysis of the corpse
I
you
can't
found
concentrate.
indicates claw lacerations.
I mean, in general, but also like if I'm trying to walk.
Or are the bugs killing each other?
Our records suggest xenomorphs only attack competitor species.
You know, the xenomorphs had a competitor species. Oh gosh, I was reading a Collider article about the new Alien movie, and they kept calling it Alien 9
Dinos forward. Check the walls.
Where are they getting that number?
because of every alien movie, or every movie with an alien, I guess they counted.
So AVP 1 and 2?
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Sentry deployed.
I mean, I think even when Prometheus was out, people were still calling the new Alien, or the prospective Alien movie, Alien 5. Like, there has
It
not
is
been
just
an
a
Alien 5 yet.
placeholder, because that doesn't make sense, I think.
No. It's BS, and I won't
Sentry
stand for it.
deployed.
I think you can only do that label if the focus of each film was, in fact, the alien.
Yeah. Is the spitter gonna
It's a
pop?
cheat.
Anyway, I'll have to get caught up on my Fede Alvarez movies before that comes out. I've only seen The Girl in the Spider's Web.
Ew, that means you're gonna have to watch the scary Evil Dead movie.
The Evil Dead, yeah.
I keep waiting for the next one to come out so I can read about it on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Because it looks nuts. The Red Band trailer
Yeah.
was sickening.
Pretty gross.
I mean, whose skin gets cheese grated? I don't know.
Right?
How does anyone make it out alive? There are only 4 people in there. Are they all going to die? Half of them are children.
Friend. Oh. Yeah,
I
why,
think it's
what's with
just
the
a
children?
sister and 2. Well, because the mother's the one who gets infected. I think there's like a teenage son and then a little girl.
Mm.
And then the sister of the mother. So that's
Sentry deployed.
a low body count. But how long are they just
That drops a sentry
terrorizing
gun.
them
The
for?
demo charge must be
Yeah.
at a different site.
I guess. It seems kind of vindictive.
Yeah.
Sentry deployed.
Here come the bugs. Gonna have to heal soon. Don't know how I lost all that health.
After that first time,
Sentry deployed.
it does sound like he's getting a ring from Sonic.
Yeah. Maybe he could do well in that Fall Guys level.
Oh boy.
Bean Hill Zone.
I have lost.
Sentry deployed.
What was I saying? It was about Evil Dead.
Maybe. It was like after the first time. Feels like the very first.
I'm not sure. Oh, after the first time where Murdoch was telling us to come back with him, he's not dropped any waypoint.
Yeah, that's strange.
Sentry deployed.
Maybe he thinks we're competent.
I don't know where he'd get that idea.
Get ready.
I know, but we are pretty comparable. And rankings.
Yeah. Don't like.
What's gonna charge?
Yeah, we had trouble on this one last time.
At least our weapons are 33% stronger.
Uh-oh, he's coming in. Go away. Don't you know when you're unwanted?
Here's the second one.
Oh, spitter. Here it comes.
He was on his back. He was showing his belly. That's a sign of submission. Uh-oh, someone's gun is...
Yeah, I got that.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Murdoch!
Did you think it's his?
I don't know. It could be me. I got a low caliber. Ah, acid.
Where's your acid?
I don't know.
That was messed up. I didn't even walk in it. Is that behind
BS
us?
mod. I don't know.
Same deal as last time. Set it at the
We
door
gotta get.
and
I wonder
going.
if there's gonna be any upgrades to our radar system. Do you think? I think he's going back for him. But they're not over there, dude.
Sentry deployed.
Although, our Chinese friend was up here a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Murdoch's coming. Yeah, I think we might have gone in too far ahead.
My. Ah!
Oh. Oh! Look out. Okay. Metallic fade citrine. Did you just put this cryo grid down?
I guess so.
Uh-oh.
There you go. There's the reason why.
Pressure.
There's the reason why.
Sentry deployed.
You think the Grammys are racist?
Do I think the Grammys are racist? I've never thought that before, but I've never thought critically about the Grammys.
I think No Black Artist has won Album of the Year.
Really? Not even
could be wrong.
Beyonce?
Well, because in 1619 I was reading about music, and they're all in like the hip hop and rock, the R&B categories, but not in other black artists in other categories.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there were two of them.
They
How
came up
awful.
pretty fast. Now I'm isolated.
Patching up.
I can hear their screeches. Yeah, what do you think about that book, 1619 Project?
Sentry deployed.
I enjoy it. I usually can only read like one essay at a time in order
Yeah.
to process. But
Oh,
it makes me sad. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah. Donovan asked because I told him I was reading. I was like, "Does it make you? What was it like? Hate white people, or it was something like sarcastic about basically white fragility?
ah.
Feel like you're being victimized?" And I said, "No, I don't feel that way. If the shoe fits, you know."
Well, there was certainly a vitriolic response to that book.
Of course. Especially, I guess, like historians
Oh,
saying it's
yeah.
not accurate and
deployed.
all that, yeah. Well, because they like to protect this romantic idea of, you know, the founding fathers, etc.
Yeah.
So,
And when the country began is very important
Yeah.
to them. Alright, I'm gonna take a health pack. I guess Murdoch will also do that. Looks like you got one. Okay.
Rearming.
You're doing well. But what of everybody else? Uh-oh.
Ready to demo. Clear the site.
Sentry deployed.
Oh! 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 Oh!
don't be making choice decisions here.
Door. Big Xenos.
Got through the cryo grid, sadly.
No. He's no worse for wear. cannot tag this guy with a slowly down thing. There we go.
Behind me.
He's in the room. Oh, he's almost done. Yeah, that's right. Be distracted. Uh-oh. Okay, the other one's gone, I guess.
Where's the other one?
Oh, no, it's not.
Does he need assistance?
I guess. He's really been chased all around the world.
Jeez, I should have just gone the other direction.
Yeah. Alright, now he's coming my way. Uh-oh. Ooh. Whoa, you're floating.
All right, I'm
Okay.
sending a resupply UAV ahead.
I'm floating?
Yeah, for a second you're...
Magic.
As if by magic.
Grabbing ammo.
Okay.
Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed.
Prowler.
Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed.
Ah.
Sentry deployed.
If only we could keep this door open for the final fight.
Huh. That's different.
Sentry deployed.
Don't know that you can because of the rally on platform business.
Oh.
Sentry deployed.
Sentry deployed. Sentry deployed.
Let's rock.
Another Xeno torn apart. A fresh kill.
Curious. Might you
Sentry
perform
deployed.
a penetrating scan?
Where's that
Piss off any others
spitter
nearby.
gonna come from?
Xenomorphs are always pissed off.
Sentry deployed.
Yes?
So everybody should be behind this line of turrets, you think?
Perhaps.
Let's rock.
Four-digit climb, like a xenomorph, but single nails.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Yeah. For realsies.
Stand by it.
What's my dog doing down there? No. Stop killing those turrets. I need those. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, God. Unbelievable. Oh, standing in acid. Oh, oh no, oh no.
Patching up.
Ugh.
Armored crusher.
Oh, is there a...
Spitter. Must have been.
Is it to your left?
Maybe. He's nailing me, or at least the ground I was walking on. Yeah, I think so. Goes on my health again. Oh! That pressure
Oh,
just
my
came up
word.
behind me.
Clear.
Oh, this is bad. Thanks, buddy. No.
Oh, no. Did I get him? What?
I guess not.
Oh, shit. This is no bueno.
Nah. Pretty no bueno. Wow.
Come on, do.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Eclipse Black. I need reserves on the ground ASAP. Weather's closing fast.
Great. I don't know why they leave before they get their rewards.
No, not sure.
I guess they don't need them.
Well, he was only, wasn't he 83 or something?
Oh. Well, look at
So
that.
he was in 100.
I
Yeah,
feel-
the sign of the devil?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Pretty ominous.
Makes you nervous?
Yeah. Oh.
Man, well, guess this night wasn't as successful as we would have liked.
We accomplished the first one.
That is true. And we progressed farther on the second.
Yes.
At least we know. But we're just having trouble on... I guess we can't stay there, maybe.
Yeah, but God, where else are we supposed to go?
I don't know. If you move around, you're going to get split up.
Yeah. Yeah, the crossfire.
Yep. Always have to worry about the crossfire. Oh my God. Sad. Sad, sad.
It's a sad state.
Yeah. The sad, sad world, as R.E.M. said.
Well, do you have any parting words for our
Parting
fans?
words. Well, I guess it's up to you whether you choose to support the cancellation of Right Round Shoot or not,
Yeah.
or whether you feel like he deserves redemption and we should give him grace. So be sure to write in and let us know, or comment on this video, if you think he deserves either.
Well, I think it would have to be one or the other.
Other than that, yeah, I guess we should, I don't know, see what happens when we don't. When was the last time we played? Last Saturday? So when a week goes
Yes.
by, look at all of the stuff that we have to talk about.
Yes. Truly.
Yeah.
Well, you keep living an eventful life.
Boy. Yeah. And you, please try to get up and have your, what is it, carpillaries fire?
Oh, interesting.
I'm surprised your mother hasn't gotten involved.
Maybe you could have a word with her.
What am I supposed to say? Could you please cajole your son to go on a walk because his arteries are screaming at him?
My order
She
is.
should take she should take you on one of her 8-mile walks.
Yeah. Down to old Detroit. Perhaps.
You could wear that bag you bought her.
Yes. She'll say, wow, where'd you get that?
I got it for you, mother.
Mother.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for playing.
Yes, thank you.
Good luck. Have a fun day off. Good luck catching up on your work.
Thank you. And you enjoy the last days of your classes. Hopefully they're a little bit easier than they've been.
Yeah, we'll see. Get through this week, exam, and then yeah. So basically 3 weeks left, which is crazy to think. Yeah. So okay, well, go stick your head in a freezer.
Okay, will do.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.